Thanks for joining us on another episode of BRG TV. I'm excited to introduce you to our guest today, my teammate and friend, Marcy Brittingham. How are you doing, Marcy?
Hi, Zach. I am great and I'm excited to talk with you today. And thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, well, it's so much fun to know you. It's so much fun to be your teammate. Hey, help me understand, how did you find real estate? Why are you making your career about serving people through buying and selling homes?
Um, Long story, but I'm going to make it as short as possible. So I kind of grew up in the industry with my father. He was in commercial real estate. He was tied to it in the Indianapolis area his entire life. I was kind of connected to it. And I dabbled a little bit after college in new home construction. I worked for Beazer Homes for a bit. Really enjoyed that. But my husband and I at the time had an opportunity. We moved out of state to Ohio and had the most crazy, fun decade of our year or of our life, I guess I should say. And we decided to leave the industry that we worked in, and I had an opportunity to re-enter real estate, which honestly is kind of at the core of who I am and what I love. And I love serving people. So I have this beautiful future ahead of me where I get to do what I love. So I'm blessed to be here and I'm so excited to be your teammate, Zach.
I love it. Well, we met where we had different roles, but we got to work together every day. And so I just want to, as a big fan of yours, and a shout out to your clients, both current and future. You just have such an ability to make every day exciting and even the most mundane task enjoyable. I think that you do a great job of valuing each day and not taking it for granted. So I've seen that firsthand, and I'm sure your clients will enjoy that as well.
I appreciate that, Zach. I really do. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
I have
you.
a question for you.
Sure.
You didn't say what it was in your summary, but I know that you've got restaurant experience,
I do. Yeah.
management, leadership,
Yeah.
and cooking. What was something that you enjoyed making or preparing or serving when you and Jack were working together, your husband?
So let's clarify something. Okay.
Please.
So I am not a chef in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Okay.
Although we ran restaurants, it is not as glamorous as you may think. We don't get to go into the kitchen and work with fresh ingredients that are from like the sea or the ocean. No, so we did a lot. I love to cook though. So don't get me wrong. Running a restaurant and cooking are two totally different things. But when I am able to, I love to get out a recipe online or whatever it might be that's way above my my pay rate and pretend I'm, Chef Marcy. And I am famous for making amazing meals and never being able to make them again because I don't know how to. So every night is a chef prepared meal, whether it's macaroni and cheese or lamb chops, whatever it might be. Yeah. So if you know anything about me, you know that I like to be creative in the kitchen. Kitchen. I just can't. I can't. I can't redo it. It's only a one-time thing.
I love, I love that. Thanks for our peek into the kitchen there,
Yes.
and what that looks like in your world. So I'm curious, where do you think the parallels are between serving people in the restaurant industry, something I don't know very much about at all. It's fun to learn from you and Jack, but then of course bringing that into real estate.
So I think there's a lot of parallels. I mean, I think at the heart of it, what I really thrive at is customer service. And to be successful at customer service, it has to be authentic and it has to be real. And I have to work with people. I love interacting with people. I love serving people. So it's just in a different form. So whether if it's a hospitality industry or a real estate industry, customer service is all about finding solutions for your clients and really building a relationship that lasts. So I'm very sincere in all of my relationships that I build. So I think it's just, it's a part of who I am. And this transition that I'm at right now is just it's magical. It's perfect. It's like the shoe that fits. And I'm so excited to be able to serve people that I have known and loved in my life for years in a different way. So that is exciting. And for all of those people that did, know me in a previous life with my father, I think it's really exciting for them to see kind of full circle about how I, re-entered the industry, kind of and followed in his footsteps. So yeah, I think it's meant to be, Zac. I don't know if you can say that a lot anymore, but I've never entered a phase in my life where I felt so sure of where I should be right now. So
That's beautiful, and I love that you bring up your father because he was in real estate before it was cool, before there was
yes.
before there was HGTV and
Yeah.
before, people like you and me,
Mhm.
had access to like, well, here's how you get your license, and here's what it could be, and here's the brokerages you could work for. I feel like there's so much more information available to people now. I
Mhm.
doubt hardly any of that was around. Would you tell us a little bit about what you know about your dad getting into real estate?
So he did, there's a lot of different elements that he did. At one point in time, he was just a residential realtor in between two different phases in his real estate career. But
Yeah.
he was really heavy into the multifamily properties and building those communities. So he had his hand in a lot of the apartment communities, and he was head of the Apartment Association of Indiana for a couple of years. But then he got into new home construction, and he worked with Crossman Communities, and I don't know if you're familiar with this company, but eventually was bought by Beazer, and it just evolved from there. So a few of my contacts in this industry that are a few years older than me, it is the best thing in the world when they find out, like, hey, your dad your dad was minor, and I was like, yeah. So that's kind of magical within itself. But I was younger at that point in time. He always told me that I'd be amazing in this industry, and I kind of shrugged at it a little bit because I'm not a natural salesperson. But guess what? This isn't about, it's not about sales, it's about relationships. And that's where I missed it. I didn't realize that. And it's just been a blessing to know it. So yeah, this industry really is about relationships and serving people. It's not about selling people at all.
Really, really well said, Marcy, and everyone on the Burris Realty Group agrees, service over sales every
Mhm.
day.
Yep.
Where do you think that passion to serve people comes from? Because not everybody has it, and I don't even know that exact answer for myself, but I know we share that in common. Where do you think
Yeah.
that comes from, Marcy?
I find so much fulfillment when I can, help others find, make them smile and see a light in their eyes. And I just enjoy authentic relationships and being in the moment and being able to help people. It fuels me. Some people, they're not a social being. I am. And I like to get to know you, and I like to be a part of your life, and every relationship that I have is real. It's not phony. I can't fake it. But it's just, it's who I am. It's just the personality that I have. So
I
yeah,
love that.
I don't have a perfect answer for you on that, because that's a really hard question to answer.
I
But
think you nailed it. I really
mhm,
do. In the short time where you didn't know I was going to ask you that.
yeah.
Um, but I think we agree in that. And listening to you, what comes to mind for me is I know that the work I do has to be a benefit to someone else, not just
Yes.
myself.
Yeah.
And that's really where the heart of servant leadership comes from. And
Mhm.
getting to work with you for a number of years, I've certainly seen that in how you serve people. So I really think that's awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, let's switch it up.
Yep.
What are your hobbies outside of real estate in the business world? What do you like to do for fun? And if you've got a rare free minute or weekend, what would you be doing?
Um, well, I have to think my life pre-family or post-family. Right now, I am not ashamed to say it. Like, my favorite thing to do in life is watch my kids play sports. I think it's
Uh,
hysterical and
that's
it's so
awesome.
much fun. But pre family and pre kids. I mean, Jack and I have been together for almost 20 years. So we grew up together. So we like to go out and be kids and be spontaneous. And some of you may know this, but in our previous life, one of our favorite things to do was chase any type of weather event. So if there was a thunderstorm or a tornado or anything, he and I would just jump in the car. We'd be gone for 24 hours, just chase the storm. So that spontaneity, yes, I do miss it a little bit, but at the same time, there's nothing better than seeing your kids on a daily basis and teaching them about well, we haven't taken storm chasing yet, but Zach, it's on my to-dos. It's on my to-dos. But yeah, we're kids at heart. I can't hide that. I feel like sometimes I'm an almost 44-year-old stuck in a 25-year-old's body. So like it's just like I just, you know what I mean? So or no, other way around. I'm a 25-year-old stuck in a 44-year-old's body.
That's okay. We understood, but I wasn't going to interrupt you.
No, if
You're
we could
great.
switch it around, that'd be great. So,
You're
but
great.
yeah, like I'm just a kid at heart. So, with the best of intentions.
In a short time here, we're learning a lot about your views on the business
Mm.
and how you want to authentically serve clients in their real estate needs. Oh, there's my timer.
That's okay.
Um, we're learning a little bit about what you like to do outside of the office, and that's awesome. And I'm a big fan of your families as well. It's so fun to continue to get to know you guys. Is there anything that we missed in this chat that you want to share in this episode of BRG TV?
I'm just super excited to be where I am. Every single day I wake up with excitement about, oh my goodness, I get to go interact with this group of people, or I get to go meet these people. And I'm just over the top happy. And I guess I couldn't ask for anything better. To wake up every morning and be excited about what you're doing for a living and really focus your energies on what makes you happy. So, and if you hear from me, it's with authenticity and excitement to reconnect. So, yeah.
I love that. No doubt about it. Well, hey, are you ready for our speed round before we wrap this up?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sweating. I have no idea what you're gonna do, but okay, let's do it.
All
Okay.
right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Favorite band?
Bon Jovi.
Oh, that's fun. Favorite movie?
um, you know what? We were just talking about this in the office. Like the one movie that I watch over and over and I haven't gotten sick of it is Hamilton.
Oh, wow, sure.
So,
That's fun and relatively new, right? So it's made a big impact on your life.
yeah. I mean, my daughter and I like to rap. We're very talented when no one's watching.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. Favorite podcast, book, or something that you can learn from that just fills you up and gets you going?
I know this right off the bat. So I just finished for the second time around Ninja Selling, and I know it's selling, but it has nothing to do with selling. It has everything to do with connection, and it has given me new energy. And I cannot recommend the book more. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I got two more for you.
Okay.
Hey, if you're not cooking and you get to go out to eat and Jack says you pick, where are you going?
Riviera Maya. I will get the Ariana fish tacos and an 18-ounce margarita on the rocks with salt.
That's so specific.
They know us by name. I mean, they don't know us by name, but when we walk in, they're like, "Oh, yeah, they know us." So,
I love it. And here's a big one, but you
okay.
can give us whatever you want. What's one goal that you have for yourself that you can't wait to achieve? I know you have many, but what's one goal you'd be willing to share with us?
I want to make my kids proud.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful,
Yeah.
Marcy. Well, hey, I've really enjoyed this. I can't wait to get you here on
Yeah.
the BRG TV again sometime soon. Thank you for taking time out of your day to share with us, to open up your home to us, to share about your business, to share about your family. It's just been incredible to learn from you and get to know you better today.
Well, I'm blessed to know you, Zac Hill. So thank you.
Thanks, Marcy.
Okay.
Well, hey, everybody out there in BRG TV, we're going to say goodbye to Marcy, and we're going to invite you to continue to follow along here, where we've got more information for you about our local real estate market, as well as getting to know our team and how we are ready and available to serve you through the Burris Realty Group here in Indianapolis. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. Woo!